All right. This is breaking news, which I received around 3 to 4 hours ago, but I did not want to share the news because only one news outlet had published this. So I immediately contacted people that I know in Dubai to verify whether this information was true or not, because if it was, it's going to be a very disturbing piece of news. Okay? And I'll explain to you why. The news is simply this: two Indians from Hyderabad, that is the Telangana region, have been killed by a Pakistani national in Dubai. Okay? And two other Indians have been injured as well. And what makes this entire incident truly disturbing is when the murder took place, the Pakistani individual involved in the murder was shouting religious slogans. Okay, now, before I do move into details, both which are mentioned here and not mentioned here, my my sincere request to you, and I'm saying this out of all the sincerity in my heart, is please um, um, be responsible how you interpret this information. And the reason being, I'll tell you why. I don't know if this is going to be published in the UAE based papers, Gulf News, Khaleej Times National, simply because there are so many Indians, there are so many Pakistanis who live there. I have been part of that community of Indians and Pakistanis. I have lived with them. I have eaten with them. I have spent time with them. Keeping all the controversies aside, which, and jokes and, um, all the nonsense, this is where responsible reporting comes into play. I have known Indian families, they're very good people. I've known Pakistani families, they're very good people. Very rarely, very, very rarely, if ever, does it spill over to India and Pakistani Indians and Pakistanis hating each other so much that they would want to harm each other. The maximum animosity and rivalry you'll see is during a cricket match. During a cricket match, it's a playful, not very playful, not very childish, but yes, they are highly competitive. They hate each other in terms of wanting to win the match, but not hate each other where they would want to kill or hurt each other. And I've never, me personally, even during the Babri Masjid that happened when I was a small boy, and this is with my own eyes. I used to stay near Rola Square. If you are in Sharjah, you'd know it is a place which is like a very big garden where Pakistani and Indian laborers and workers they come. So when the Babri Masjid incident took place, all those people were there, and the UAE government, because it knew that this was a very sensitive issue of Indians versus Pakistanis, Hindus versus Muslims, even between Indians themselves, they, for the first time in my life, I saw uh, a riot police. I saw the military. Um, I saw full geared policemen. And they came rushing, and everybody ran off. Everybody, and I saw this from the balcony itself. Okay, so the Indian Pakistani unity, the Hindu Muslim unity is very important. That is why UAE has allowed, even though being an Arab Muslim state, to build a Hindu temple. Now, you must be the, hey, why are you telling me all this? Why are you wasting my. It is because before I give you those details, I want to ensure that you do not use this incident or this video or this article to hate on a Muslim, to hate on a Pakistani, or a Pakistani hating on an Indian. Please, um, those who have lived in India itself would have very bad, evil images of Pakistanis. My concern is not for those who are in India. neither in those who live in Pakistan. You're segregated. But my concern is those Indians and Pakistanis who are living in the Middle East. We do not need more hate than what the politicians have already put. Okay. Yes, it's a political issue. Yes, it's divisive. I am supporting India where Jammu and Kashmir is kept. It should be part of India. I am also very much against that India had to have the partition between India and Pakistan. I'm not going to blame Nehru. I'm not going to blame Mahatma Gandhi. We don't know what they went through. They were the leaders. We don't even have the capacity to lead two, three people. Forget lead two, three. We don't even have the leadership position to lead our family members, let alone a nation. So I don't know. You don't know what Mahatma Gandhi, Nehru, Jinnah, whatever they went through. And that's history. But now, having said that, we do not need hate. Please, we do not need hate against Muslims. We do not need hate against Hindus. We just don't need. There's enough and more hate. See, it is early morning. You can make out I woke up, just woke up. This message may not be perfect, but I request you, as I give you these points, please do not use this information uh, to hate on any religion, any nationality. Okay, having said that, I can confirm with you through my contacts and connections, this is real news. It's not fake news. Okay, and this is what I've come to know. Um, on April 11th, okay, a violent attack occurred in a bakery in Dubai. And you might be wondering why this was not published in any of the papers, because they just don't want Hindus and Muslims, Pakistanis and Indians hating each other, because they are the majority in UAE. It's a community that has to live in peace. Okay. And remember, one person, we don't know his background. We don't know, was he drunk? Or was he taking drugs? Was he instigated to do this? Was it a gang versus him? Did they bully him? We don't know all this. Okay. We don't know who's at fault. We don't know whether the Pakistani man did it out of bad intentions, or did our Indians, was there some misunderstanding? Yes, murder is not acceptable. And yes, it is very sad that our Indians died in this. I can assure you this much, if it is of any consolation for you, that Pakistani individual, that Muslim guy, is going to be rotting in prison. And UAE prisons are not a human friendly place. It is not a place for human beings. It is, if Thailand is one of the worst prisons in the world, if Thailand has the most dangerous, fearful, horrific prisons in the world, Dubai is, once you're locked up, it's like you lock and you throw the key. That's about it. Especially for Asians, Indians, Pakistanis, Sri Lankans. There are people who have been there in solitude, total solitude for 30 years. I can assure you this much, this Pakistani gentleman who's working in a bakery, that means he's not rich. His life is over, finished. They're not going to let him out. They will not let him out. Okay, it's not like if you're an American citizen. So please, so the attack happened in a bakery in Dubai. The attacker was identified as a Pakistani national. I'm hesitating because, yes, being Pakistani, he's Muslim. Okay, and I don't want you to take this out of context. The victims were employees of the bakery, all originally from Telangana region of India. I have friends. A I have a few people involved in politics, including a very senior BJP member, whose videos I have made. Uh, so I'm not against Hindus. I'm not against the BJP, but I can feel the pain that people of that region are feeling. The attacker used a sharp weapon, possibly a sword or knife, to inflict fatal and serious injuries. The Indian men, Ashtapu Prem Sagar, 40, from Nirmal district, and Srinivas from Nizamabad district were killed in the attack. Two other Indians were critically injured and hospitalized. One of them injured is named Sagar. The injured individuals are receiving hospital treatment for very serious injuries. Reports suggest, okay, this is important. The reason for this fight, attack, or whatever was a workplace induced stress. It's not religion, it's not nationality. Okay. Witnesses claimed that the attacker shouted religious slogans after the attack. Okay, this is where religion comes into play, but remember, it didn't happen because of religion, leading to concerns about possible communal or religious elements to the violence. That is one of the reasons it has not been reported. Families of the deceased in Telangana were informed of the tragic incident. The families expressed deep grief and shock. And genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I am sending my condolence and respect to these families in India. They requested assistance from the Indian government to repatriate the bodies of their loved ones. The families also requested financial aid from the Indian government due to poor financial situation of the families. The Indian expat community working at the bakery and in the greater Dubai area were reported to be traumatized and fearful. Indian government officials, including Union Minister G. Kishan Reddy and Bandi Sanjay Kumar, expressed their condolences. The Indian government, through the Ministry of External Affairs, has pledged full support for the affected families. The MEA, that is the Ministry of External Affairs, is working round the clock to expedite the return of the deceased bodies to India. The Indian Consulate of Dubai is urging local authorities to conduct a swift and thorough investigation. The Indian government has stated that they'll work with the authorities in UAE to ensure justice is served. The bakery management was accused to attempting to downplay the incident. There were claims that the bakery staff was asked not to discuss the attack. Families of the victims reported lack of communication from the bakery. Dubai has begun a serious investigation into the attack. Okay, these are the details that can be shared, and the most important detail that was given to me was the authenticity of this information. It happened. Photographs, videos. I don't think that is even if I'm not going to. I'm obviously I wouldn't share. Um, Whatever will be shared only after it is published online. All I request you at this point of time is please do not have any reason to uh, hate any religion. Please, I just request. And my main concern is the people in Dubai, because there are Indians, Muslims, there are Hindus, there are Muslims, uh, there are Indians, Pakistani, sorry, and also in India. Please, for those people who have this habit of supporting Pakistan, or just to instigate, I don't know how you have no common sense doing that. Don't do that. And I sincerely request all parties, whether it's BJP, Congress, Communist, whether it's a Muslim league, whatever, please do not hurt or injure any community, any person, any place out of the anger that boils from this incident. When I received this information hours ago, I did not share it. For the only reason is I wanted to make sure that this information was true, and I share with you uh, responsibly. My heartfelt condolences to the families, and this is really bad. This is really bad. And the only reason why it may not be reported in the UAE or Middle East papers is because they have a very big community of Indians, Pakistanis, Hindus, and Muslims, and we need peace. That's all I want to say at this early hour in the morning. And yeah, I know that you will post comments of anger and hatred. Some of you will be very angry, which is justified, but just do it responsibly. That's all I can say. All right, this is me signing off. As and when I get more information, I'll share it with you. Take care.